Hello, howdy, hey, hi there. Welcome back to day 28 of designing an island in 30 days using villager help only. I'm sorry for having to do another all voiceover video, but guess who filmed this at 5 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. That was me. Anyway, I ran around and show you that I did start on the little, what's it called? The market section that I had planned and said kind of stated for Bob's area. I run around and show you Jeremiah's area, but I ultimately decide that I don't want to play on this day because it's rainy and gross. So I move over to the next day. It's nice and sunny, and I figured for today we could focus on transition areas or finishing up little areas that I've like kind of littered and stuff. So I work on the little cliff below Able Sisters. I finish up and like finalize the pretty like clothing section by it. If you can hear my dog jumping on the background, he just jumped on my bed, which, good news, I'm moving rooms today. I'm so excited because it's like, this room is like twice the size of my room. It's literally just one door down. So I'm still in the same unit. I'm just switching bedrooms. Very excited for that. Anyway, I do plant some more purple flowers up by the vineyard because I was out of flowers. And you'll see me water flowers here and there because I do have a lot of blue hyacinths that I use for the last kind of build. I thought I had way more than that because I've been just kind of pooping them out everywhere, and I ran out. I am low on those. Anyway, these flowers kind of just spread like crazy. I don't know why I didn't empty out my inventory before trying to do this, but I struggle and suffer with my inventory being this full for the entire day today. But I go through and I place all the flowers intentionally. I do run back and get some fencing, bushes, and trees and plant things around. Just finish up, make it look like all of this flower growth is intentional, make it look like everything is placed here on purpose. I also do the little cliff below, like I said earlier. I turn it into a little park, which I think is so cute. It looks so good. I'm so excited with how it turned out. And with that being complete, pink is done. Pink is entirely done. We are done with pink. I don't completely finish blue, but I can almost confidently say light blue is pretty much done. I finished up Jeremiah's area off camera and did like the little things surrounding his little pond, and Poncho's area is done. I just need the transition area between them, like the pathway behind Nook's, which is the other area that I work on today. And I do work on some pretty landscaping and stuff because I don't know, I didn't really want to do a big build, but I needed to record, so I was like, well, I'm doing little transitional areas, might as well like play cleanup a little bit, because I was doing cleanup in other areas. I'm like, I might as well clean up some builds and like finalize them, you know? So we are done with pink. Like, I'm gonna keep saying that because holy crap, we are done with pink. So pink, orange, and yellow are all done. Blue is very, very close to being done, and blue is our biggest section. So it's getting there. Rainbow is on the cusp because rainbow's kind of like the whole entire island, but I don't know if you will see it in this, but I do walk by it. The area behind my house where I have all the balloons and stuff, and the like kind of leading over into Fuchsia's area, I did finish off camera. I just placed flowers and fencing around, but it's like I did rainbow versions of the iron fencing. So it's rainbow and then it transitions. It cuts over to Fuchsia's area and then over to Bob's area. So I feel like it looks pretty good. I'm done with the upper part of rainbow. I do need to make rainbow transition over into red, and I need to do a lot with red and white still, and green. But I feel like out of those three, I have the most done with green. And then I need to finish up the blue area that I do start to work on, but I worked on that cliff that's right outside right there. I work on that cliff and kind of make the transition, like the pathway transition from the like in between the cliffs where the ramp is over to the rainbow section. I had no idea what I wanted to do with that, so I was like, why not just put some ponds? So I do a ton of waterscaping today as well, which I'm very happy about. I feel like I feel like I'm so tickled with myself because I'm like, ooh, pathing. Or not pathing, water. Water is blue. It looks so good in the blue section. And I feel like I used the most water in the blue section, which is fitting because I wanted Poncho to have his grotto, which I initially designed for Jeremiah, but then I did another water-based build for Jeremiah because I feel like Poncho looked better in the back because he's technically dark blue. He's the dark blue one. And then Jeremiah, I have his little like island. So it all worked out. We're all good. But there is a lot of water for the blue section, which does make me happy because the water is blue in this game. Blah, blah, blah. Water is blue. Blah. I'm just spewing random nonsense. Anyway, I do apologize. I want to apologize for any like weird like zooming in and out of camera angles. I like to clean up behind my cliffs. I don't like the back of them to get all messy and crowded with flowers. I don't know why, because sometimes I just place weeds back there and let them grow. So that, I don't know. So I do that as well during the blue build. So I'm sorry about that. I also did something else that I can't remember now. Something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm moving rooms. I'll remember it if it comes back to me. I'm very excited. I wanted to sit down and just like get this out. I am so excited to switch rooms. I'm thinking I might record some of it, but I might record me like more organizing my room rather than like moving all my furniture, because I do have some other videos like kind of on the back burner that like little like real life things that I've recorded, and I just haven't edited it yet because I have been exhausted and I don't know why I physically just can't sleep. Insomnia. That's why, actually, but I don't know why it's been so bad recently. The past 3 days, like I've been saying, I haven't really gotten any sleep. Again, I recorded this at like 5 a.m. because I just couldn't fall asleep. When I finish these videos, I go out and sit in the like living room with my roommate and we just watch TV. We'll go get some lunch. We just kind of hang out in the living space, which is super cool. It's a nice way to relax, you know? It's super fun. But I also like play a lot out there. Like I do a lot of stuff. So I was just in my zone. I was drawing and I was playing Animal Crossing, just completely like hyper focused in on everything last night. And then my roommate was like, okay, I'm going to bed. I'm like, weird. Normally I'm the one that goes to bed first. Like normally I'm conked out at like 8. Like I'm exhausted. And then I'm like, that's weird. It's only 11. Normally this one stays up until like 3 a.m. if we do it out here. I go to bed. I wasn't reading the clock as 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. I was reading it as 1 a.m. Or no, other way around. It was actually 1 when I thought it was 11. So my recording just cut me off, but I thought it was 11 when it was actually 1. So I was like, that's weird. Okay, I guess I'll go lay down. I set up my computer like on my lap, trying to watch some things as I'm doing some random chores. I tried to collect like a surplus amount of wood off camera because that seems to be my downfall, and the things that I'm always the most low on is just normal wood, and I'm already low on it again, even though I had like 2 stacks of it, which took me forever to collect. I lay down, I open, I'm sitting down to watch the new Markiplier Ruin playthrough, and I look at the clock, 1:50. Huh? Sorry, no. It's not even midnight. You're telling me that it's 1 a.m.? What? We even did like another long walk with our dogs yesterday around campus, and I wasn't really tired after that. It was so weird because I finally fell asleep around like 3, 4-ish, and then I woke up around 5. There was blood all over my face, I was about to say my pillow, but it surprisingly didn't get on my pillow. My nose just started bleeding, and it was like gushing blood. That's graphic. I'm sorry, but it was like I just woke up and my face was just red, and like I could just feel that it was wet, and I was like, what is happening? I had to get up and like wash my entire face, not just like wipe some blood off my nose and like pat myself dry. No, I had to wash my entire face because it was just coated in blood. So after that, I was like, you know what? I just washed my face. I'm awake. Let's play some Animal Crossing. And thus, here we are. So that's how my day went. I did eventually fall back asleep around like 8 and woke up about 2 hours ago. It is currently 2. So I got more sleep tonight, last night, whatever, technically this morning, I guess. I don't know. I haven't really been going to sleep. If I do sleep, it's basically just like a nap that's not even like an hour long, it feels like. But I was able to get some sleep, so I feel a lot better today. So I'm doing better, you know. Taking names and kicking ass, or kicking names and taking ass, whatever. I don't know. I do really like how all of these little pond areas worked out. I love terraforming. I love the tedious tasks. I love moving flowers. I love, like, it gets boring and repetitive after a while, but to me, it's hard to come up with creative ideas, which you would think that I'm better about because I'm an artist. I'm a very creative individual. I love to create, but I have a hard time coming up with build ideas, and most of the time I like mostly just copy ideas off of Pinterest. I try and not do it like tile by tile. I try and make it my own in some capacity, which ends up happening because my layout is always going to be different. You know, I feel like everybody does that. They just take inspiration. That's what I do for my art, is I'll see something and be like, oh, that'd be really fun to do in my style. Okay, but my pose has this, so maybe if I just try and copy this hand and whatever. Anyway, I'm moving a ton of hyacinths, and since I really like to name things, I think it'd be really cool to call this area Hyacinth Hills. Haha, but anyway, I'm placing this pathing through, and I wanted to do it. I debated between doing it either pink to rainbow and make this section like another pink section, and then I was like, no, let's do another rainbow section. So I do rainbow pathing throughout this area, and I really do like the way that this pathing chunk turned out. I think the rivers and the water kind of making like a natural bridge, which I think is so cool because I haven't placed a single bridge on this island. I think that's so funny. I've only used inclines. I do this and then I wrap it up. So with all that being said, I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.